Hi, everybody. My name is Lori, and tonight I wanted to talk a little bit with you about why I decided after 10 years of avoiding MLMs like the plague, why I decided to join Collect Direct. There are a lot of reasons, but I'm going to go over the three main ones, and then I'm also going to put a tidbit in there about dealing with your upline. Okay, so my history. I've owned three antique shops in my life. I started when I was in my late 30s, um, and about mm, 8 years ago, it started getting really hard. With an antique shop, every time somebody buys something, you have to move everything in the store around to make it look perfect again. You can't just have a big hole. And doing that all day can really do a number on your back. And that's exactly what it did to me. Just about the time I was thinking, I don't know if I can take this anymore, we had a hurricane show up, and that was joyful. And just about the time I thought maybe it's really not worth fixing this all up and going about it again, COVID showed up. So it was like, okay, it took God three times to let me know, but He let me know it was time to find something else. And so I've been looking, and randomly one day I came across this ad that was very interesting. And it was for a company called Collect Direct. So I went ahead and I did my due diligence. I did some research. And I saw that they were selling items basically from the 50s to 2000. And I saw the different categories that they had. I watched all kinds of videos and learned about them. And I made the decision that I was going to go ahead and give it a shot. I mean, what can you lose? There's no guarantee in any MLM that you're ever going to make any money. There's just not. As a matter of fact, in most MLMs, only 1% of the people who work them make over $500 in a year, which would explain to you why I wasn't real hot and heavy on looking for an MLM to jump into. But this one, when I watched the videos, and I saw the professionalism, the excitement, the merchandise, the cleanliness even of the warehouse, which is pretty important when you've been a store owner and you know how important that is for your merchandise. When I saw all of that, I was impressed. Okay. And then I saw the amount of merchandise available. I tried to figure out what happens if we ever run out. And then I figured out there's no way we're ever going to run out. The owner is going to continue, obviously, restocking constantly. He's got his specific ways that he gets merchandise. He's not going to start this company and then just be done. He's been preparing for this for 40 years. That's a long time, but he had this idea 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Pretty amazing. Just about the time that I owned my first store, which was actually a doll shop. That was before the antique shops. Okay. So anyhow, one of the biggest reasons I think that this is going to be so successful right now is the population, the age of the population, the number of people that are over 50 years old that are not having a great time right now. They remember when it used to be a whole lot easier to buy groceries, or you used to be able to go ahead and pay all your bills and still have money left over to go out to dinner maybe once. You know, all of this is still fresh in their mind. They have memories from back in the 80s and the 70s and, the 60s, even in the 50s. Some of them, um, they have memories of their favorite toys. And imagine the joy when they get on a website and they can buy that exact Raggedy Ann doll that they had from the time they were one until the time they were five. Okay, that was me. I had one, drug her around, slept with her, threw up on her, the whole nine yards. My mother finally had to throw her away when I was five. And the fact that I'm going to find that exact same doll again and be able to go ahead and give it to my granddaughter is priceless. Okay. Now, there's other people getting into it for other reasons other than just nostalgia. The guys see the value, especially, and some of the girls, in the baseball cards. If you are a baseball card, football card, basketball card, wrestling card, golf card, any kind of card collector, this is the place to be because you're looking at inventory where you can pick and choose what you want to buy, or you can pick and choose what you want to forward to a Facebook group to sell. So, I mean, you just increased your inventory by $2 billion worth of inventory. That's a pretty good thing. Okay, the role of your upline, and we'll go over this really quick because my phone is still going nuts at 11:25 p.m. Your upline can be very helpful. If there are questions and they're experienced, they can help you. If they're not experienced, they can send you to where you need to go to get your answers. Your upline is never your boss. Okay, your upline cannot tell you what to do. This is your company. This is your baby. You are the boss. It's you. So if you have an upline person, say the person who recruited you thinks that they are, the person who knows more than anybody else on the earth. And if you don't go his way, then you're going to be broke, and he's going to get rich. Okay, whatever. Obviously, this is a bad atmosphere to have in your business in the first place. So, how do you get rid of it? Well, there's two ways. Well, three. Way number one is to go ahead and try and be professional and develop a relationship. A lot of times that doesn't work. And when you have, if you are very experienced and they are very experienced, and you may get a lot of this kind of stuff, and so you have no time to deal with that. All right. So number two is to just ignore them. Again, they're not your boss. They can't tell you what to do. They can't tell you how to do things. You don't have to watch their videos. You don't have to join their training groups. None of the above. My people all know this. Anybody who is underneath me, I have told from day one, I'm not your boss. Anything you need from me, you feel free to take and leave the rest. Okay. And that should go with everybody. There are plenty of people out there with more experience than I have. So, all right. The other thing that you can do if you have an upline that is terrible is to do better. Okay? Your upline can't be the one teaching you how to recruit if you have recruited 20 more people than they have. Your upline can't be the one teaching you how to market if you can tell just by your results that your marketing is on a higher plateau than theirs. Okay, so the third way to make your upline go away if they're giving you a problem is just to do better. You don't have to brag. You just do it. Trust me, they'll notice. Okay, there is someone always above your upline in any organization. You can jump your upline at any time and go to this person for help. Don't be afraid to. Even if the upline scares you to death saying, no, you have to come to me first. You don't. Okay? So that's everything for today. Hope this video wasn't too long. And I'll chat with you again later. Thank you so much for your time and happy selling. Bye.